Hey guys, Unlucky Budgie here, and today we're kind of changing things up. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite book series and movie, Guardians of Ghoul. Guardians of Ghoul, the movie, was a part of my childhood. It came out before I was born. Yes, I'm young, and I loved it. I used to refer to it as the Owl movie because Ghoul was too hard for 7-year-old me to pronounce. But recently, well, not recently, more of like 2 years ago, I was watching a video on like deleted scenes from Guardians of Ghoul, and the YouTuber I watched said that the movie is based off books 1, 2, and 3. Now, I did not know that was books until I went to my school's library, and The Capture is the first book, The Journey is the second, and The Rescue is the third. And, well, I did watch Guardians of Ghoul, the movie, before I read the books a lot. And once I read books, I realized that there's so many inconsistencies in the movie compared to the books. Now, don't get me wrong, the animation they used for Guardians of Ghoul, the movie, was amazing. It was almost like a somewhat realistic kind of animation. The music is amazing. I listen to it sometimes too. But the English. I do not like the plotline. It does not at all line up with the books. And I know what you're gonna say, Unlucky Budgie, the movie's for kids. Well, the books aren't. And I know the movie's for kids, because I watched it when I was a kid. But it just bugs me. I mean, The Giver did a better job of keeping a somewhat consistent storyline to what the book is. But it's kind of easy to understand that they crammed 3 books worth of storyline into one movie. But the back of this first book says, Soren is born into the forest of Tycho, a tranquil kingdom where barn owls dwell. But evil lurks in the owl world, evil that threatens to shadow Tycho's peace, change the course of Soren's life forever. Soren is captured and taken to a dark and forbidden canyon. It's called an orphanage, but Soren believes it's something far worse. He and his friend Gylfi know that the only way out is up. To escape, they will need to do something they've never done before. Fly. And so begins a magical journey. Along the way, Soren and Gylfi meet Twilight and Digger. The 4 owls band together to seek the truth and protect the owl world from unimaginable danger. And for those of you who have not read the books, no, it is not the Pure Ones. Not yet. It is St. Aggie's, and I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea. And no, in the books, St. Aggie's and the Pure Ones aren't directly connected. At least in the first couple books. My memory's a little rusty. I've only reread the first book so far. But in the movie, the Pure Ones and St. Aggie's are one. Though in the movie, not in the movie, the books, they're depicted as separate things. And spoiler, I'm gonna have a lot of spoilers for the movie and the books in this. So if you don't mind, keep watching. If you do, well, you can watch. But in the movie, like I said, I was saying in the movie, the St. Aggie's and the Pure Ones are directly connected. They're one. Well, however, in the books, St. Aggie's and the Pure Ones are separate things until the Pure Ones take over, as far as I read. But anyway, we're talking about the movie here, so to the movie. So the movie starts with Soren telling Eglantine that about the legends of Ga'Hoole, the Ga'Hoolean legends, and Clud is annoyed. Well, yes, Soren does believe in the Ga'Hoolean legends, and Clud just calls them stories. It's not really how the books start. Eglantine is still an egg in the beginning of the book, and Soren is quite young. Soren does not have his fully fledged feathers like seen in the movie. He looks more like Eglantine. I'm assuming he looks more like Eglantine in the books towards the beginning than in the end of the first book. Now, if in the books he probably looks like what Eglantine looks like throughout the whole movie. However, in the books he grows up and looks like this. This is not a Pleasure of any character specifically, but the movie takes place through a couple days. However, the books take place over like a span of many months, like enough for a fledgling, is things we can call owlet, to be an owlet and just have white down feathers, to being like fully fledged, or at least near there. There is a scene drawing from the book, in the book. Somewhere. Oh my god. But if you can see that, that's what Soren probably looked. Actually, he did look like that in the books, at least in the beginning. And yeah. And that's not what he looks like in the movie. He looks like a really small adult owl in the movie. I'll put some pictures up here. And also their eye color. Like, I'm sorry, in the book it mentions their eyes being a dark color, almost black. In Soren, when he's first captured by whoever captures him, he's surprised that the owl has yellow eyes. In the movie, he's like brown eyes. Clud has like amber eyes, and Nyra's eyes, for whatever reason, are like teal. Like I said, this is a kids movie, and I've been thinking about a kids movie. Also, does anyone get the gist that Soren is a little too perfect? In the book, he's not. In the movie, he is. Like, in the movie, it's like, yippee, we saved the world from the Pure Ones and St. Aggies. In the books, it's like, no! Oh no, we got kidnapped. Let's avoid being moon blinked until we can escape. Which causes the death of like 2 people. Also, moon blinking. I need to talk about that too. Moon blinking in the books is a form of submission. I don't know the right word for it. But if you've never read the books or watched the movie, moon blinking is where they have the owlets sleep with their heads up, tilted up at the moon, over the full moon, when there's a full moon. And it basically makes them lose their minds. They have no thoughts for themselves. They just listen and they talk like robots and have a weird look in their eyes. And there's also moon scalding, which is basically a advanced, more top of things kind of moon blinking. More intense, I'd say. And in the movie, they only moon blink pickers. They moon blink pickers, and for whatever reason, right away, as they're avoiding Gylfi and Soren or avoiding moon blinking that first time, Grimble just like appears out there and is like, hey, you guys are avoiding moon blinking, come with me, and then like lets them go. And for whatever reason, Clud falls with Soren, even though in the books, like, he goes like, bye, and throws him out of the nest. I don't know why I did that. He throws him out of the nest. And Clud is basically the more scarier version of Tiger Kit. Tiger Claw from Warriors. But in the movie, they are like the same age. They both are practicing branching and flying at the same time, and they both fall. And then they both get captured by who I'm assuming is Jat and Judd. Also, where's Auntie Finny and Skench Sporn? Where's 12-8, aka Hortonice? Where are the numbers for the Owlettes? Gylfi's number is 25-2 and Soren's number is 12-1. And I used to have a preferred name, Finny, which I did get from Guardians Cool. Where's Auntie Finny? That angel snowy owl that actually eats eggs is not in the movie, which I'd love to see her design, but not really. Anyway, Clud falls with Soren, and they both get captured and taken to St. Agnes. Why are owlets, like in between their phases of, like, being hatched out and being an adult, like, just really small versions of their adult self? That's wild. I don't know. But it's crazy. And Nyra's there at St. Aggie's? Like, no, she's not. It was Skench that introduced them to St. Aggie's, not Nyra. Also, the ending of the movie. The ending. When they get to the Gahulian Guardians of Gahul tree, or whatever the heck it's called, after they saved the world, Marella and Noctis, Soren's parents, are there. Eglantine's there. They're dead in the books. Clud kills his parents. Also, I believe I heard from a trash script that there was, or I heard somewhere that there's gonna be a second Guardians of Cool movie, and Nyra's gonna have a daughter. Nyra does not have a daughter. And Guardians of Gahul is a really, really dark book series. There's cannibalism. Owls ate Digger's brothers. And Mrs. P does not have eyes. I know in the movie they make her blind by making her eyes like a dusty blue, but in the book she doesn't have eyes. And it's wild. The movie's wild. The ending of the movie, which is mind you, it's based off books 1, 2, 3, and there's like 16 books in the book series. And no, the rescue is not the end of the Pure Ones or Saint. I've only read like book 4. I haven't read much, but I'm just talking about what I know from the first 3 books. And no, the rescue is not the end of the Pure Ones. And as a matter of fact, like books like 8 through something or whatever is based off of Clud, who is dead at one point, and Naira, their son, Nyrok, who eventually becomes Corin, goes on like journeys, and eventually the Pure Ones get stopped, I believe. Books 7 and 8 are about Corin. For whatever reason, there's a few books about the Legends of Ga'Hoole, and there's 15 books. First 6 are about Soren. 7 and 8 are about Corin. 9 through 11 are Legends, and the rest of them are Adventures of the Band. Now, mind you, where are the Eagles? Where are Zan and Streak? I think it's their name. Zan and Streak. If you haven't read the books, Zan and Streak are the owls that helped Hortenius have him escape, bring the eggs back, and they don't even appear in the movie. Like, if they were in the movie, they probably look cringy, but I'd love to see some bald eagle in the movie. All they have is really just owls and moon-blinked owlets and Pure Ones covering themselves in the blood of their enemies, which blood turns brown when it's dried, but for whatever reason, they made the blood of their enemies red. And that's not how it is. Never really in the books so far have they mentioned the Pure Ones having the blood of their enemies on their feathers, staining their feathers. And that's about it for Guardians of Ga'Hoole. The story, I used to think Guardians of Ga'Hoole was a great movie, but now that I've read the books, it's not accurate whatsoever. Anyway, this was a kind of change for a video. I know it's longer than my normal videos, but yeah, thanks. If you guys watched all of this, thanks for watching.